Alrighty. Sorry for 10 minutes of not much apart from music, but hey, maybe some people like that. Anyway. Yep, we look good. Looking damn sexy, that's for damn fucking sure. Alrighty. We going live? Okay. Ooh. Why does that always happen? Hey, why does that always have to happen? I miss the follows. Cotito, I think. Cotito? Don't know how to say that, but thank you very much for the follow. Ah, right. Let's get started, shall we? Alright, I think the error message could disappear for the time being. Tell you what, let me adjust things a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we good. Nice. Yes, hello. Ghost the Gecko. I did post on Twitter, didn't I? Let me double check. I might have put it up there and not pressed the post button, but... oh, no. Oh, stop pressing wrong buttons. Yes, I did. Good. Well, it's a good idea to double check these things sometimes. Don't need to do it all the time, but, you know. And you think your brain's being a little squiffy, it's not often a bad idea. Oh, tell you what, my fan's on its maximum setting today. Because it's hot. Seems like it's actually going to be cooling down a little bit for the rest of the week, but I'm not sure how much I believe that. Well, like 4 or 5 degrees, I think it was. It should be nice. I might actually be able to exist. Oh yeah, playing around with a bit of a, not really a test character, just a for fun, for me character. I just wanted to have something that's not the rogue for a little while. But don't worry, we'll be playing the rogue tonight. I'm gonna be doing some Thieves Guild and all that stuff. And I also need to have a look at my presets. So, yeah, the ones that we're going to be releasing this time. Still working on those, actually. I'm still trying to figure out which ones I really want to release and which ones I'm just like, no thanks. Nah, it's too granular or something like that. Those are the ones I'm just like, no thanks, not doing that. My charge end file is 7 gigs. Jeez. Alright. This is all my files at the moment. Did ever think about possibly going by oldest first. But maybe not. Actually, you know what? We'll sort these out. I'll sort those out off stream another time because they can be The reason I have only gone through and sorted them once is simple, because holy shit, is it hard to get through large batches of mods and especially presets, because that gets to the point where you're just like, oh, really? Why do I have all of these? These ones I'm actually going to remove because I've never been able to get them to work properly. Not really mods too, they're just presets. So I ditch those for the time being. And I tell you what, I'm going to quickly go on the Nexus, make sure that everything is all good and dandy over there. Alright, cool. Let's have a look, see at the Nexus. This one I might have a quick look at before I show on stream. Oh, this shouldn't even be considered adult. Lol. It's just a nice modern style dress. That's fine. Haven't seen a huge amount going on today, so we might just get into some gameplay shortly. Honestly. I mean, there's a few, like, part redesigns and other things like that, but there's not much going on, honestly. What's this modern movement? There's only Fallout 4 in mind, okay. Overhauls all speed-related values, making character movement smoother. Also comparable with any animation mod. Well, if you're not going to share any videos of it in action... Oh, never mind. Okay. Not convinced. Sometimes the description does not give you all the information, so you have to ask. So don't be an asshole about it. Well, these are the people. Anyway. I have a couple of quests to do. So let's get on with them. Ah. Bright background. Bright background. Alright. I have to get into Wakey Wakey and then let's carry on. Oh yeah. Go. Keep forgetting to do this, but I will. There we go. Bung it in Discords as well, so that we can hopefully get a few more faces. That would be nice. But yeah. Yeah, let's get back to DM mode. There we go. I'm not distracted by anything else. Oh, close that. There we go. Alright. Ooh, I could probably do with resetting my towel. I've got a towel on my chair because I'm mostly sitting bare-chested these days, and could probably do moving it back up. So give me just a second whilst the game loads. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Oh, continue. Maybe it'll load. It might load on the wrong character. Oh well, not a problem. Ah, yes. Made a separate character more for playing around, having a bit of fun with off stream. So I'm not constantly on Tutorial Bay. Alright. Do I actually have any jobs in Solitude? I don't think so. Did that one in Windhelm. Riften, Whiterun. Alright, cool. Nope, wrong one. So yeah, we're going to be checking out some... Oh, checking out. I'm going to be doing a bit more Thieves Guild stuff, and then after that we will start on... Actually, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do like a couple of quests tonight, then I'll sort out presets and stuff, and then I'll do some more quests tomorrow. You know, just try and keep rolling along. I do want to finish the Thieves Guild questline, but I don't want to finish it too quickly because, you know, then I won't want to do it for ages. Because I know what I'm like. There we go. I almost never use stash from the quick menu. I always do it from the inventory for some reason. I got a bunch of crap in my inventory that I don't need. What am I talking about? Of course I do. Oh yeah, let's go and drop some things off in the actual museum. Then we can talk to Gulamai. I'd say we're about halfway through the Thieves Guild questline currently. Mobile boots. Can do mobile fast layer, don't I? Blah, 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 blah. Ice Blade of the Monarch. I thought I've already done that dungeon. Yeah, I have. Which means that Ice Blade of the Monarch should be already on display. I'll have to check later.
All is well around the music. Fascinating how by merely being enchanted, an otherwise normal object can withstand the wears of time much more than their mundane counterparts do. Greetings.
One Jade Warrior.
Ah, splendid. Nice find, my friend. Here's a little something for your efforts. I'll go ahead and display it. Do you have a question?
I have some things for display if you would be so kind.
Of course. All too happy to. Wonderful. I'll get right to work having this displayed.
One was leaving to
Nice. Alrighty, so... Huh? Oh, I love that. I love Sky Parkour. Such a fucking awesome mod. What's that other mod? I'm just thinking of alternate start mods, and one of them that I remember was, what was it, Skyrim Unbound or something like that? I think it's that one. Because that had the ability to quite literally entirely disable the main storyline. I was just kind of like, that's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's one of those things where it's a good mod, don't get me wrong. Sorry, the main storyline's good, don't get me wrong. But the one thing that kind of bugs me is I'd prefer it if the dragons could be wiped out again. In some ways, because I feel like there's less reason for dragons to, you know, respawn.
So, what
Quote-unquote respawn.
Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm here about Golden Glow Estate.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act now, Gadulay.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that bee farm, was it?
You acted as a broker for its new owner.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
What would it take to identify the buyer?
Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. It just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate. Huh?
Alright, sounds good. Okay. Gotta go inside the Blue Palace part. And then... what else? Blue Palace, and then of course talk to him again. And follow him throughout the East Empire Company. Get this weird bug with those steel armored East Empire guards. Keep following my keep coming into Solitude, and they are always hostile for some weird reason. I was just like, okay, why the hell is that happening? Still have not figured it out. I tell you what, I'm impressed. Frame rate in here is actually not as bad as it has been in the past. Sometimes it can be kind of terrible. I had to reinstall Faster SMP recently because there's a new version of it actually. And actually the MCM version doesn't seem to work on my system at all, which is annoying. So I just decided to screw it. I'm just going to use one of the ready set up presets. I think I'm using the balanced preset. Just because, honestly, even though it's faster SMP, I would prefer to keep as much frame rate as possible. Personally.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I tell you what though, that's one of the things with building mod lists especially. Knowing how they're set up. Because you could have identical mod lists to someone else. Like, absolutely perfectly identical. But if they're not installed properly, like, if they're not using the exact same settings, it's not going to work. It's going to usually work pretty terribly.
Ah, I see
have
you
the
have the
Firebrand
wine.
wine.
And it... Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods.
You're trying to bribe me now?
Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big.
2 grand souls,
Bag of gold in my
nice.
face and said all I had to do was pay Arengoff for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
Did she say why she was doing this?
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry. It was being directed at Mercer Frey.
It's kind of interesting.
No name or anything?
I'll say in a minute.
In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
I think you're lying to me.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
It's interesting with Guillemai. Because every word out of his mouth isn't a lie. He does not lie at all in that exchange. But what he does do is he conceals the exact truth. Like, he doesn't give away a name, he doesn't confirm, well, as far as I know, he doesn't know why Carlia is doing what she's doing. He's actually being very, very clever. No, I don't think I will, Jerry. I'll tell you one thing I might do. Whenever I want to do, like, a bigger test, like a higher level character and all that lot, I will tend to just make a higher level character or use a pre-existing save. So, for an example, I have a save called Reese that's, I can't remember who made it, but it's a really cool save file that's just a level 1 character that you can, you know, do all the normal stuff, rename them, set them up how you want them, blah, 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 blah. But the character's about at level 11. In some ways, I think you'd probably be between the level 11 and 15, thereabouts, for a character that's only done the main storyline, but I have no idea. It's been a long time since I've done that. But it's a good way of testing out, like, a new Dragonborn character especially. But as I said earlier in the stream, I kind of want to figure out a way to set up my game so that I don't have to play the main storyline. Mostly because, as much as I love Skyrim and I love the main storyline... Ooh, I forgot to equip one of those. Yeah, as much as I love to play Skyrim and the main storyline, I've played the main storyline a lot of times, and I must admit, I don't overly want to play it again for the time being. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm using a character who was built without sorry, a skip character. I have a skip character set up for Valindra because I had a corruption issue where my game just decided to crap itself. So, the character was more or less at the same point that my character was. Well, a couple of quests on, but still, it's not a big deal. And was also an Archmage, and I was just like, oh great, perfect. That means that I don't have to worry about this. And honestly, it does help when, especially when you're streaming your progress. It's like I know of some people who have played on console in the past, but they've actually wanted to mod their games, and the only way you could do that in the past was to play on PC. So they bought, usually often as a work expense, they bought Skyrim on PC. And they used basically a save file that is a character who's completed the main storyline, but then they can do the DLCs and all that lot. And honestly, especially if you're like me, and you're at that point, you have a save problem, and then you're just like, I can't be asked to go through the main storyline again. It's perfect. I mean, I should use the Reese one more often because it's the... Well, if I need to, I should use the Reese one over the one that I used recently because it's not being... It's not... How do I describe it? It's not using console commands, at least not from what I can tell. It looks like there was actually a good amount of actual play time on the character, which is always good. I'm just waiting down here because it's out of sight. I'm just waiting for Jory to go through. Sorry, Jory. Golemai. That's the one. I'm waiting for Golemai to go through the door. Then I can follow him. Come on. God, he's taking a while. Thank God I'm wearing that water breathing amulet. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
You're not supposed to be here.
I know I'm not. What are you gonna do about it, bitch? Alright, there we go. Oh, I don't have anything on my one. You know what? Bugger it, where is the Marine's Razor? Put that on my one. Oh. I've got one iron arrow on me because I picked it up at some point. Let's try Elvin. You're an idiot.
No more. I yield. I yield.
Yeah, dealt with him. Perfect. Oh, Nordic. Ooh, it's scaled armor. They get nasty. And Dachi. Okay.
I'll try
Okay.
and make this quick. You think you can take me?
Yeah, easily. What do you mean? Oh, spiders. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting there's a spider cave in here, isn't there? Well, I tend to avoid the spider cave because, fuck that. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Wow, you are terribly armed. That looks like an Imperial bow. There we go. Yeah, I'm not a vampire. And I'm taking a lot of damage. So it's not just when I'm a vampire that this game can be kind of cruel. Got some plentiful's. Yay! Oh, you're gonna do that to me? That's just rude. Fine, I'll use Vigorous instead. For some reason, a load of my potions keep coming unbound. And it's usually healing potions. I have no idea why. It's absolutely infuriating, though. Because you're trying your best to, you know, stay alive in combat, and then your frickin' hotkey goes dead because there's nothing on there, and you're just like, okay, why is that happening? Boopity boopity boop. Oh, come on, where is it? Lol, did you set off your own trap, you idiot? Oh my god. Talk about the second-hand embarrassment. It's funny, actually. I've seen so many people use things like Wheeler and that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, I can't be bothered to set that up. Oh, hello.
Time to finish this!
Hi. Whoop. So you can play at that game.
You're routed! Fall back!
Oh good, it doesn't work this time. Yes, hello, Golemai. Give me a minute. Eh.
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed.
Tell you what, I'm actually going to swap music. I don't feel like it really suits. Let's go back to Warcraft music for the timing. Just because. Warcraft music is good music. End of friggin' story.
Mercer doesn't have to know.
I see you wish to be reasonable. Perhaps I misjudged you. The name of the person you want is Carlia.
You say that like I should know it.
You say that name like I should know it.
Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer.
And you're helping her?
Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
Where is Carlia now?
I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Hi, Dante. Oh, okay.
You needed to know more?
I'll keep quiet about your scam, but you owe me.
Now you're speaking my language. Tell you what, if you need any stolen goods fenced, you bring them to me, and I'll pay you good money for them. Consider me your new friend in the north.
I'm keeping the deed. Any objections?
Consider it a gift to ensure your silence. That thing seems to be bringing me nothing but trouble anyway.
Oof.
Carlia didn't even want it. She wanted to keep the sale a secret. I can see how well that went.
It's sub 80 Fahrenheit here in the UK. Currently it's about 24 Celsius, so whatever that is in Fahrenheit.
Why did Carlia purchase Golden Glow Estate?
I asked her the same thing, and she wouldn't come out and tell me. But now that I know who she is, I'd say she's trying to hit the Thieves Guild where it hurts.
How would that hurt the guild?
Maven Blackbriar needs Golden Glow's honey for her mead. She's been using the guild to keep the estate under her thumb. If the owner cuts the guild out of the picture, he's cutting Maven out of the picture, which she can't afford. If I was Maven, I'd blame the guild for weakening and not being able to handle the place.
Which makes Maven lose faith in us.
Exactly. For the guild to survive, they need Maven's support. This Carlia must have spent a lot of time and resources planning this.
Hmm.
Now you won't forget to tell Mercer I cooperated, will you?
I'll do my best not to. It's the annoying thing about some of these master boxes. They are a complete troll. Like, there's nothing particularly interesting in them half the time. That's why I'm half debating not opening a bunch of them. Hmm. No, can't get on there. It doesn't seem to like trying to get on top of these cages. It seems to prefer like a flat surface. Like this. Ooh. Magic resistance ring. Few gems. What else have we got? Not much. You still need ideas for a Trickster playthrough? Fair enough, man. Yeah, it's an interesting concept, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I want to play around with some ideas for a new character too. But I'm not sure exactly what build I want to go for. Because I currently have a mage and a rogue, so if I go for another mage, for an example, it needs to be different to that mage, blah-de-blah-de-blah, you know. It's not as easy as some people might think. So some people will just say, I'll just make a new character. Yeah, that's the easy part. Deciding on the build is not easy. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I can just teleport, can't I? Let's just do that. Actually, not there. Wire on first. It's like I kind of love to have some extra like alternate starts for one thing. That would be fun. And a clown armor mod by Nini. Oh, cool. Did you find it on Sun's website? Because I know that Sun does a lot of ports and upgrades to Nini's old stuff. If you didn't know about Sun's website, I'll send you a link to it in a minute. Oh, you did? Oh, fantastic. It's funny, isn't it? A lot of people think that Nexus is the only place to go from Skyrim mods. Not at all true. You've got so many other places. You've got... Some people are quite literally using Patreon as a free way to upload mods. Which, up to a point, yes, that is completely free. A lot of people store mods on their Google Drives or something similar. Another one that's another one that's common is Mega Drive. Of course, if you want the more adult mods, you've got Lovers Lab and other websites similar to that one. I'm not sure if mod.io has any Skyrim mods. I would have to check, but I'm pretty sure they must. Oh, there's the two Riftons. Oh, the stables. Oh, I didn't even need to be in the city. Okay, that's fine. Got mostly mods from the Thieves channel mod and Buru. Okay. Yeah, Mod Buru is another good one, yeah. I'm thinking, obviously, as, you know, English-speaking channel of most of the English places, so... Yeah, most of the ones I've already mentioned are English, predominantly English-speaking, and Mod Buru, I'm sure, has some level of translation. Skyrim NPCs and not being smart. As per usual. Oh, God.
Good evening.
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah, I might have to have a look at that one. We want to go to Wifter.
Climb and back and we'll be off. There once was a hero named Ragnar, Red, who came riding to right run from old Rorikstead.
But as always, one of the things I will say is always be careful of sites that you're not that you haven't been to before. I'm sure that most of them are safe, but there's always going to be something out there that's not, that might be a bit weird about them. So if you feel the need to turn a VPN on or something like that, but otherwise just be careful. Don't click weird links. If it looks like a link that's not quite right, like for an example, say it's googledr.ive or something like that, it could be a shortened link, or it could be a fake link that someone's trying to scam you with. So just do yourselves a favor. Just be smart about it, is all I'll say. Downside is this entire channel got themselves into some legal trouble, and now most of the links don't work because they had to be taken down. Yeah.
Protect yourself right.
The thing with Modburu is, at least from what I've seen, is they just shared links to, like, often Nexus pages and some Google Drives, but that's about it. So they don't actually have any data on their websites, they just have, you know, links. Which means that if you needed to, you could just literally take down the website, put it back up on another server, and it'd be up within like half an hour. I mean, that's how the Pirate Bay worked back in the old days. I don't know whether they still exist. Don't honestly care, quite honest. To be brutally honest with you.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
I'm gonna have to get into that another way. Pirate base still up? Oh, right. Bloody hell. Still going after all these years. Holy shit. It's crazy the amount of these old websites that are still going. Like, they may have changed a little bit, but they are still the same shit. I still can't believe that some of these houses have only got one entrance. That's complete bullshit. Sorry about that. Something almost went down the wrong way. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to wait until nighttime, I think. Unfortunately. Oh well. You know what, I can't be bothered to wait in the end, I'll just do it here. Fair enough. Don't get me wrong, guys. I won't tell you off for doing anything. Because here's the thing. It's your life. You do you. But don't tell me if you did something that could have been considered... that could have been illegal. Although, let's be honest, pirating a game, there's far more things that could be considerably worse than that, so I'm not overly worried. Okay, let's quickly go down here. Grab that. If it's in their basement, why do they give a shit about it? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, because games don't have demos anymore. That's fair enough, honestly. Okay. Fine, I'll still painting. 500 gold worth.
Gullumai give up any information on our
He said
fire?
Golden Glow was purchased by a Carlier.
No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again.
Gulamai also told me she was a murderer.
Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished.
Yeah, I know.
Why has she returned?
Carlia and I were like partners.
I used to play the shit out of demos.
Every heist, we watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was.
I used to play like Tony Hawk's games and that kind of stuff on demo.
Gulamai told
Good
me
fun.
she said where the end began.
There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again.
We?
Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I used to be quite into racing games back in the old days. Not so much these days, but
Well, you done or what?
I've completed the burglary job.
Didn't muck it up, I hear. Good. Here's your share.
I've completed that heist job.
And with no strings attached. Not bad. Here, got some coin for you.
I heard you're offering extra work.
I handle the If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He
Do you
runs
have
the
any
more
burglary
up-close and
jobs?
personal jobs. We're looking to recover an heirloom
I'm in.
for a client. All right, take this and get out of here. I have work
I
if
need
you've
some
got the
training in
backbone.
lockpicking.
Got plenty. Take your pick.
I'd still do that.
Do you have any heist jobs?
The owner of this shop stiffed us on their last protection payment, but we're taking it anyway. You want to help us on this one?
Sounds easy enough.
Good. Just remember the order. Do job first, get drunk second. Now take this and go.
So, what can I
I've
do for you
completed
today?
that Bedlam job.
This kind of work suits you, but it's going to end up
I've
making
completed
you
the numbers
rich.
job.
If you don't watch it, I may actually start to respect you. Job well done.
I heard you're offering extra work.
I handle the... If break-ins are more your thing, go talk to Vex.
Tell me about the Bedlam jobs.
Some steal from anywhere in the hold.
I'll take it.
And you even get to keep them. Finally, someone with backbone. Here you go. Still have quite a good bit of jobs
I'm ready for
available.
some extra work.
If you're looking for some extra coin. Great. What do you want to do?
Do you have any numbers jobs?
All right. Got a simple one. Just get in, change the books, and be back in time for last call. So, how's about it?
I'll do it.
Finally, someone with backbone. Here you go.
Nice. Got some jobs to do as well. And we're going to meet up with Mercer. Tell you what, after I've done the next quest of Mercer, because this one's going to be a pain, because Mercer's a total tool. We're going to sort out some presets, because I have some ideas for things that I want to. I want to basically prepare a bunch of presets of mine to be released for you guys. But I need to make sure that I know where they are and what they are. So, you know, the game doesn't... So I just actually give you guys exactly what we want to give you, not something that I think is right, but it's not. Ugh. This bloody weather. It's off. No. Alright, fine, you're just going to be rude. It's just annoying. As long as addicted to Need for Speed Cold and Burnout. Fair, mate. I completely agree with that. Yeah, those were some fucking awesome games, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I don't think I had Burnout. I definitely had Need for Speed, though. Loved playing Need for Speed Carbon. The amount of car customization in that game was just so insane that I was kind of like, this is brilliant. I don't have any Windy Helm ones. Well, isn't that weird? Ooh. Okay, fine. Shorestone it is, that's close enough. Oh, fuck it. Fast travel. It's at that point where I'm just like, come on, I just want to get this done. Ooh, forgot to do a double check on something. Oh, it's still there. Oh yeah, it's good work. Good and working. Good to know. Just wanted to make sure that my noise removal was activated because I know how it can annoy people. It annoys me as much too whenever I'm listening to it. Carbon's track list is goated. It sounds very it's in game all the time. Yeah. Yeah, it is really good, I will agree. I might actually have to get the PCSX emulator, the one that allows you to do like Sony games. Because I still have all of my old PS3 and PS2 games. Which means that I can, legally, I can emulate them. Lol. Fucking physics going absolutely haywire. Yeah.
Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside.
You saw her?
No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving.
I know, I
wanna
saw.
Catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead.
Understood.
Just make... The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here.
Says Captain Shout a lot.
Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
I remember when I was playing Cassie. That was funny. I literally put one of my stream titles as Mercer shout my ass off a lot to Frey or something like that.
Burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how.
Most ones in Hot Pursuit were disappointing.
That should
I don't remember, honestly.
after you.
The amount that I want to just kill him and say, "Hey, Carlisle, I'm here to, I'm here to help you."
Stench in here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard. Who's there? I know. Your feeble attempt to hide is insulting.
Damn it. Their box is trapped.
Pull the chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps.
Yep, we saw earlier. Okay. Yeah, I know. So dumb.
Not a threat, merely an annoyance.
I'm just gonna sit Dan back here and let him fight.
There's two more of them ahead. There. Your feeble attempt to hide is insulting. Nothing.
Oh, great.
Hardly a challenge.
Oh, I hate that character so much. If this is a veiled way of making you hate him, it's not very heavily veiled.
To wake the Draugr, I'd bet. Don't blunder into any of them.
And don't follow me. Oh, come on. Really? Do I not have the illusion perk? Oh, I'm not high enough level illusion for it. Fuck my days. One more bloody level.
What was that?
Tell you what, let's make sure that my archery is actually decent. It is supposed to be decent. Okay, weird. But why am I doing dick all damage? Okay.
Is that the best you can do?
In some ways, I would genuinely prefer it if there was a fail state on it on Mercer dying, where the Thieves Guild just doesn't like you. Just flat out doesn't like you.
I'll spit on your corpse.
I genuinely feel that his voice lines in this dungeon are designed more for a bandit chief than a frickin' Thieves Guild master.
Spit on your corpse. I've killed.
Yoink. Whoop. There we go.
You can't hide from me. How disappointing.
I actually want to make a mod now that just gets rid of all of Mercer's fucking combat dialogue.
You're on the right track. She's been through here as well. So ends the lesson.
Don't care about the loot at the moment. I care about getting through this fucking dungeon. Because Mercer can go to hell.
Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia's close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving.
Yep, cool. Wish I could skip through this next bit. Oh well.
Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Haunting Brew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat.
So how are
he
you
first
folks doing?
undermined his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
I've muted it on my end just so that I don't have to listen to it. Because like, ugh.
Quick enough.
Otherwise, Gallus would still be alive.
It just
Gallus had
proves
his
how
work yet to
shoddily
do.
written
All he had to do
Mercer
was
is
look the other way.
as a character.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore
I
your
genuinely
methods?
feel that
Enough of this
his voice
mindless
lines would have been
banter.
fine for like a bandit
Come,
leader in like
Carlia.
a
It's
voiced
time
quest
for
line,
you
like
and
a really
Gallus to become reunited.
semi-important quest line. But for a Thieves Guild master, it's
I'm no
shit.
fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence. But I can promise the next time we meet...
If they're trying to make me want to kill him, then they're succeeding. That's all they're succeeding at, though.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Thank God I don't have to listen to him anymore.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Hold on, you shot me.
No. I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Why save me?
My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death.
Then I'm in your debt.
More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive.
Why capture Mercer alive?
Mercer must be brought before the guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder.
How will you prove it now?
My purpose in using Snowveil Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside.
Well, what's it say?
I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before.
Perhaps it could be translated.
Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. The only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity.
At least Carlia actually makes much more sense. And she's most definitely the more likable one of the two. The better way, the way that they should have done it, in my personal opinion, is they should have made both of them just as likable. Because then it makes you think, should I? Or shouldn't I kill
There's that word
Mercer?
again, Nightingale.
There were three of us.
At least in my
Myself,
opinion.
Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey.
Nice. Anyway.
Remember, speak only to Enther. Trust no one else.
They wanted to make him intimidating. They should have made him like the Kingpin from Marvel. Yeah, true. Yeah, he does get to that point where you're just like, do I really want to listen to this idiot? But you just have to because, you know, it's part of the quest line. Oi! Holy shit, that's like the first time I've had a double-breasted assassin kill me. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. It didn't save outside of Snowvale? It's a scripted event. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Poor choice, Bethesda. Poor fucking choice. Oh, Jay, oh, dear God, no, 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 no. Don't you fucking dare. That's your own stupid fault.
We're on the right track. She's been through here as well.
Come on, that cat. Okay, fine.
Door up ahead. Looks perfect for hiding an ambush. Be ready.
There we go, quick save out here. Come on, idiot burger, hurry up.
Ah, It's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving.
Wait for this part to hurry the fuck up. Mute it again, because I don't want to listen to it once again.
Do you honestly think your arrow
Yeah,
will reach
so
me before my blade
for
finds
those
its
who are
mark?
wondering why I'm
Reason to try.
not exactly happy that I'm doing this part of this storyline, it's very simple. I have been through the Thieves Guild questline quite a number of times, and I have noticed more and more and more over the time that I've played this game
Not quick enough. Otherwise,
that
Gallus would
all
still be
Mercer
alive.
is a bumbling idiot.
All he had to do was look the other way.
Quite honestly.
Forget the oath we took as nightingales. Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
I could do
Enough
that.
of this
Nah.
mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades
Little
with
bug
you
with the
would be a
potion
death
animation. The
sentence.
potion was upside down by the looks
Promise
of it.
next time we meet, it will be
Oh
your
my
turn.
god. And him being so useless is not a mod or anything like that. It's not haha funny mod.
How
This is
interesting.
base game jank.
Here's Gallus's history has
It's
repeated itself.
shit.
Carlia has provided
I'm gonna be
means
brutally
to
honest.
Get rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Tell you what, I might have to... That is probably going to be something I plan out for in the future. I have this idea to figure out a new way of setting up a cooling system for my computer, because at the moment, for me, it is bloody loud. I mean, I have a lot of fans in that system, and they're all running pretty much overtime because, you know, hot as fuck weather. And I just thought, well, if I can figure out a way
Easy.
to
Easy.
basically
Don't give up
have,
so
like,
quickly.
copper
How are you
piping
feeling?
zigzagging in the bottom of a bucket or something like that, or a box or whatever, and I just fill the box with water,
Hold on, you shot me.
it might be alright.
No, I saved your life.
And the idea is you connect
My arrow was
a
tipped
liquid
with
cooling
unique
system to
paralytic
that, and it
poison. It
cools
slowed
it
your
down
heart and kept you from bleeding.
without the annoying noise
I
of
intended to kill you.
a ton of fans.
We wouldn't be having this conversation.
I'd love to try that, but unfortunately I don't think I got the money for that at the moment. Oh. You know, things that I'd love to do on like a second YouTube channel
Why save me?
when it comes to just dicking
My
around with
original
computers
intention was to use that
is
arrow on
actually quite
Mercer,
high. I think that'd be
but
kind
I
of fun.
never had a clear shot.
But I
made a
wouldn't want to do it on my
split-second
main
decision to get you
system
out of the way
as like a
before
test.
you
I'd
did.
want to test it out on something else first.
Then I'm in your debt.
More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive.
Why capture Mercer alive?
Mercer must be brought before the guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder.
How will you prove it now?
My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside.
Well, what's it say?
I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before.
Perhaps it could be translated.
Enther. Gallus' friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. The only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity.
There's that word again, Nightingale.
There were 3 of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey.
Nah, a fucking save file wouldn't prove useful for my bloody journey.
Remember, speak only to Enther. Trust no one else.
Tell you what, I'm gonna double check on something because there's a lot of heat. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, 60s. Okay, fine. Yeah, the GPU's... Maybe it's just being efficient and kicking off all the fucking heat into my face. Oh, great. Okay, fine. I need to cut down on fan noise. And that means either ditching fans or replacing them with higher diameter fans. So for those of you who don't know, when it comes to computer fans, the bigger the fan gets, the quieter it gets, because it's spinning slower to move the same amount of air. That's why a laptop sounds like a fucking hurricane, whereas a desktop with like 120, 140 mil fans sounds like just a rush of fresh air in some cases, if it's well optimized. Now, I did the stupid thing when I bought my system. I got a 3080 that had 4 fans on it, which sounds ridiculous. But it's kind of not. It's 3 main fans across the PCB, facing towards the PCB over the oh, how do I call them? The heatsink. And then a small fan on the side, also helping push air through. I think part of my issue currently is that small fan is actually ridiculously loud. Because it's quite simple. It's basically like it's forcing a lot of air through a straw kind of thing. Rather than a much larger hole. There has been part of me that thought about possibly disconnecting that fan just so that it's a bit quieter, but I actually don't want to, just because I don't know whether it'll muck with the internals of the card.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Plus, here's the thing, my PC goes on like almost as soon as I get up and goes off as soon as I go to bed.
Exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected.
Yes, what is it?
This is why
I've been sent by Carlia.
Carlia? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal?
Yes, but there's a problem.
Problem? Let me see it. Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language.
Can you translate it?
No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy.
All right then.
Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
Right, guys, I am going to come back to the main quest in a little bit, because I have a few things that I need to do, because I'm actually planning on releasing a bunch of character presets soon, and I just want to make sure that I know which presets they are, and do they need any special treatment, basically, before I release them. Because that's always a potential question. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go on to... Actually, we're not going to go on Face Weaver just yet. So, for those who don't know, Face Weaver is a character that I use just to base all of my characters on, because it's means that I don't have to go through a bunch of MCM settings and all that shit. And I can't be bothered to install things like the MCM recorder, because I just don't have... It just doesn't really bother me. It's not really my style of software. I don't know why I just didn't gel with it when I last tried to use it. Maybe I'll have to set it up off stream at some point. Now, all my current presets are going to be based on elves. The ones that I use at the moment. Mostly Altmer and Bosmer. I do use those as my primary characters. Although I must admit, it's funny, I converted back that character that we were just playing from a Bosmer to an Altmer because I felt like it suited her storyline a bit better. Yeah, I know. I'm weird. Deal with it. So, what is it that I'm planning on releasing? I don't actually know. Yeah. Maybe. I'm just trying to remember which ones are like actual originals and which ones are like, hey, it's just this character just renamed and slightly redesigned. Because I want to give out original characters, not, you know, hey, it's this character, but with a slightly different face. The Anna one, this one, I originally created her on a Breton, but then converted her over to an elf because I wanted to try it. Hey, of course, welcome. Oh, that's Elf. Wrong one. Ah, thought so. Thought there was going to be a problem. All right, leave out that one. So I believe it's the right one. No, it's not. So, in order for it to work properly for Go Malfairs. Did the new quest mod for Fallout 4? I haven't seen any new quest mods yet, personally. And by new, you're not talking about like Fallout London, right? Because that's been out for a while. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. Cool. You know what? Let's just go for a fairly common hairstyle, I guess. Yeah, use the youth one. That should be fine. It's gonna be that one. So we got a nice little goth character that we could possibly think about releasing. I'm just for the who's just joining. I'm loading up a bunch of characters that I have made in the past, and I want to potentially release in the mod pack. It'll be, for those wondering, it'll be exactly the same requirements as before, so don't worry. All right, fair enough. What else have we got? Oh, ET test. Yeah, I could do that one. Okay, needs its own. I believe it's that one. Yes. Oh. That doesn't look right to me. It's doing a lot of changes. Okay, fine. So the ET test character, this one, is one that I'm thinking of. The Anna Q one that I just tweaked. I might include a couple of my old favourites. Bearing in mind I haven't touched the damn things in ages. Alright, okay, that works fine. Then you can put elf ears over the top. Yeah, I must admit, I haven't really been particularly interested in the Fallout side for quite a while, so... I'm glad you're enjoying it, but I probably won't be checking it out, personally. Oh god. Actually, Sky Hair needs to disable that mod. I need to check out some of the Yundao hairstyles, and just because the mod itself isn't that big, I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep it in, basically. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so that's the FW2. Does require... little bits of tweaking, but beyond that, it's fine. Oh, the FW test. What was that one? Oh, bip. Okay, cool. That was alright. Maybe not, though. So we're doing the ET test. And a queue, if I can find it. Yep. Yeah, it's nice, I will agree. Now... there are going to be a few of them that I do need to redesign a little bit. Well, I don't really need to, but I have considered. Oh yeah, that one's one that I've already uploaded. I might need to make... I'll tell you what, I might have to make a folder in my plugins file, in my charge-in presets. Like I have at the top. Like these two. And just call it uploaded, so that then I got copies of the ones that I've uploaded in there. And I can just go, ah, those ones have been uploaded, so I don't need to accidentally, you know, give out multiple of the same thing. Now, the Malice ones, let's have a look-see. I believe I originally designed this character on a Dunmer, if I remember correctly. Might need to load the sculpt as well. Let's try the Wood Elf sculpt because it should be the best one. Yep, that one's fine. Yeah, I might add Malice in. I'll have to make sure that I get screenshots of each of the appearances, though, just because I want to actually let people know what they're getting, rather than just, here's a bunch of presets, have fun. Ooh, what about one of the Minervas? These are... Oh yeah, I had to make a human version. Just to test something, if I remember correctly. So, I was intending, ages ago, on making this character as a new character. She was going to be a completely new character. But then I decided, you know what? I can't be bothered to restart one of my old characters, so this preset has just been sat there in the background for ages and ages and ages. Now, the fact that I gave it the designation of Humi, that means that I could probably... Yeah, I'll try loading it on a Bren. Oh god, face is glitched. Oh, it's not glitched, it's just weird proportions because it's Skyrim and being weird. Alright. Oh. Whoops, the ears are glitched. Let's do... Let's try that. There we go. So it works on a normal human. You just need to load the sculpt as well. That's the thing with all of these presets. Most of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but most of them should work for humans as well, as long as you load the preset and then load the sculpt. So, yeah. That's one of the things I will be leaving to you guys if you really want to do it. Otherwise, if you're really not wanting too much issues and just wanting to play around with them, yeah, with when it comes to when it comes to these new presets that I want to make sure that you guys can actually get a hold of, they're going to be as I say, they're going to be for a specific race, but you can convert them to other races mostly. I mean, the only ones that you probably won't be able to convert them to are Orcs, Khajiit, and Argonian, because they're not really designed around any of those three races. But with humans and elves, they should be more or less fine. As long as you're using high polyhead. You need to use high polyhead for these to work, otherwise they are not going to work. Like, seriously, if I go back to no high poly, they end up looking like this. Which isn't good. On Skyrim, I'm never a non-human. Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, maybe I should add a human or at least half-elf preset in that case. Because I don't want to exclude people, but it does get to that point sometimes where I'm just like, well, how the fuck else am I meant to do this? I believe at least one copy of Yuki went into the previous pack. I genuinely cannot remember. Here we go. Presets. Oh. SFSE. Oh, that's Starfield. Okay. That. Ghost Presets Volume 1. Here we go. We had Carol and Valindra, Freya, and another Freya. Okay, cool. I can get an Yuki in there at some point, I think. Now this is one that I don't know, but I'll might suggest it. People might like this one the most when I load her up. Not sure. Really depends on your personal opinion on the character's appearance. But if I go for... let's just go for this one. So this is one of my personal favourites in appearance. I've never actually played the character myself, though, unfortunately. I kind of want to at some point, but it's just deciding on a good build for the character. That's what half of these characters have suffered from, unfortunately. Me not having a good build to play them, so I just haven't played them. Oh. Okay, we want to make sure that there is a Yuki Wood Elf. V2. Alright, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick dash and dash. Oops, go away. Yuki dash V2. There we go. Just make sure. Sorry about that. Mostly a Nord Britain elf, Dark Elf, Wood Elf, Red Guard. Oh, fair enough. I get you. I get that. That's fair enough. Now, here's the thing. Any of the elf presets will work on any elf race. At least the way that I've got it set up. So, for an example, if I go to Ultima, and we go to, for an example, that Malice preset. Let's do Malice V3. I can do, if I can find it, Malice V3. Doesn't really matter if I use the Wood Elf sculpt, that should be fine. Hey presto, it works. There you go. Do a poll in Discord for the unused presets. You can also make the poll for builds you never did before. Yeah, could do. What, you mean for like future builds, Dante? Well, I can immediately think of 3. I like the immediate 3 builds that I can think of that I would love to do, but I've just either never completed or never started. Would be Warlock, Cleric, Druid currently. Those are the top 3. I mean, if I was going to go Warlock, I'd probably use Malice, honestly. Because she's already got the kind of Warlock appearance. It might be a little bit harder to see on stream, but there are faint tattoos on her face and on her body, around her wrists. Oh god, yeah. I actually want to do a Serana preset at some point. I just haven't come up with a good idea for one. I am 99.9% of the sure that I'm gonna go for like a basically a goth character, just because I think it'll work. Okay, so who else? I could do one of the sea elves. Although, no, never mind. Those are copies of something else. It's funny, actually. I made a bunch of test characters. Like this one. Just because I wanted to test out my skills. I wanted to try and figure something out that would work. And put it this way, I have pretty high standards for my characters these days, and I'm kind of getting to that point where I'm just like, oh, I really need to stop having such fucking high standards. Oh, God. Although, to be honest, if you want the character to look good, have some sort of standards at least. Might need to redo my mod list for Skyrim SA. Yeah. Go for it. I mean, there's so many mod lists out there that you can base it on. Like, for an example, I don't know which one it was, but I think Dante said it was, there was one called NGVO. It was either Dante or it was someone else. I can't remember who it was. But NGVO is purely a visual overhaul, and then you add in whatever else you want after that. Let me load up that one. Oh, have I got some glitches? No, I've got some low poly. Okay, that's a little weird. Evelyn-H should be fine. Yeah, sometimes I wonder, what if I do this? Custom race detected, carry on. No, it's not a custom race, you stupid fucking thing. Sometimes you need to actually quit back out to the main menu, give it a moment, and then load back in. And that will actually reset, like, the appearances and make it easier for you to make a new character. Because for some reason, sometimes it remembers face shapes and that kind of stuff, and it's bloody weird. So, for an example, I'm going to load up a Nord. Doop. And let's give them no extra ears. So I can just do... Where was it? Evelyn Humi. Oh, yep. Forgot. Back to head. Remember to swap over to high poly face parts. And then we go to Evelyn H. Should fix it all. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's why the eyeshadow is the same fucking color as the eyeliner. S28. Let's try that. Yeah, it's another potential. Have I got some sort of... Give me a second. Sometimes you can tell when you've got weird... 3D model glitches, and luckily it looks like I was worried about nothing. Beautiful. That's good to know. Right, now I can actually save this character. And she won't look weird. That'd be helpful. Evelyn Homie, save. There we go. I make Skyrim girls look attractive? Good, thank you. That's the entire point. Oh. Ooh. Now, do I or don't I on that one? Ooh, that's a question. I know that it's going to be another elf character, so let's just do that. Because of course it is, it's me. Oh shit, I forgot. This is what I was trying to make high elves not be a pain in the ass and fit through fucking doors. And no, I'm not kidding. So this is one that I've actually had for a little while. This is Cassie, who is a like Gen 5 or 6 redesign of an original character. I decided to go high elf for this one just because, you know, I felt like it instead of what she used to be, which was Breton. There is a possibility of me letting go of her. Not a very high one, but there is always a possibility. Actually, I tell you what, let me try something. Oh god, what the fuck happened here? Face turned into butter. Alright, let's try. I have a whole bunch of my old ones which I could probably release as well, honestly. I do feel like I need to do a little bit of a touch up on them though before I let them go, simply because I don't feel like they would look that great. Fuck it, let's load. That's supposed to be a Cassie preset? Doesn't look like one. Let me have a look. Nope. Okay, that's weird. Okay, fine. I might actually have to go through some of these in my own time because they're not fully working. Tried doing this stuff you did for a while and I said screw that, let the pros do it. Fair enough. It's entirely up to you. Ooh, what about one of these Liddy ones? Let's do... What if I load up? I think we're on Breton. Should be on Breton. Load that up. Oh yeah, that's identical. Good to know. Means that I don't actually have to tweak it. Interesting. Alright, so I have some ideas of ones that I want to release. Anna Malice. Blah, 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 blah. I want to double the amount that I did last time, so I want to get 6. So, what a... Ooh. Does that one still work? I want to know. She does, and all. That's fucking awesome. Probably that one. Yep. What do you guys think of this one? Potential release? There's a potential. There's a little bit. I mean, I'm relying on interest from you guys, basically. Because here's the thing, I have a fuckload of them. So I'm not going to be just that guy who just dumps all of them on you and just says, here, have fun, you know, sorting them out. Because that is a bit too much. I'd need to actually go through them myself before I even consider that. And I'm not going through like hundreds of fucking presets. Looks great. Yeah. This one, another ad? Alright. Looks like that's another ad. Cool. Okie dokie. Let me do a quick list so that I actually know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to the time. Pre-sets to release fall 2. Anna Malice. Evelyn, Hugh. Evelyn, Human of Cambion versions. So by here, this, I'm literally meaning like these ones will work. Bearing in mind, I'm going by out of the box, not just like, how do I describe this? They'll work out of the box without any tinkering. So, Anna Malice will work immediately out of the box for any elf race. The Evelyn ones will work immediately out of the box for any human race. So that's technically 2. So, there we go. Alright. Fuck it, let's go for Playbill. Because fuck it. Oh, there we go. Let's do a quick... There we go. Ooh, I might have to do a bit of looking at the neckline because it looks like there might be a problem there. Oh no, never mind. It's just shadows being weird. Good to know. What else? Tell you what, let's make sure that some of the Evelyn non-Cambion versions actually fucking work. You know, it'd be a good idea. Oh god. What the fuck did I do with this one? Oh, the eyeballs are fucking massive. That's probably why. I think I might have to do a little resculpt. So that or just, you know... Fuck it, I'll just look like the Evelyn H over the top of it. Right, that one might need a little bit of work. Okay, that's fine. What else? Oh, possibly Lydia? Possibly? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember of half of these characters what they were supposed to look like originally. Maybe not. Huh. Oh, what about the... That's a thought. Binder? Oh, wait a minute. This is my normal presets folder. Wrong one. Yeah, Nekos are very cute, I will agree. Oh, fudge my days. Where is it? Saphira? I can't remember. Nope. Old presets. Come on, baby. I keep looking at this folder and thinking, oh, these are from fucking ages ago. Then most of them are not. Most of them are like earlier this year or something like that. Huh. I thought that I had a character preset in here. I might have to go looking for this one. There's a character called Saskia that I made. I basically tried to make a redesigned new version of her, but I don't know whether I saved it under the same name or not. This is the problem when you don't save things under the same name. It kind of gets lost in the weeds. Oh my god, Kurt. Ooh, I could do one of the Muriels. That is always a possibility. Let's do... That's not looking like her. Do I need to go back to the main menu again and fucking reload again? I prefer not to, but you know, if I have to, I have to. I have a feeling I've loaded this character before. Tell you what. Nope. This is what happens when I end up looking for something. Sometimes it really just appears really quickly, and other times it's just like, nope, you're going to be spending the next X amount of hours until you find it. Let's try that. Potentially. Okay, I'm loading it on Breton. Good to know. Sorry, I'm just double checking everything whilst I'm doing this. Yeah, fuck it. I don't remember whether I actually made sure that I had a quick save, import save. Let me double check. No, I do not. Okay, so that one can't be released. Because here's the thing. Whenever you're doing these and you're wanting to release them, don't ever purely release the JSLOT file. The JSLOT file does most of it, but not all of it. You always want a sculpt file as well. Because otherwise the character most likely won't look the same on someone else's computer. What I am going to say, though, is... I might do like a short-term release on my Discord before I fully release them. And I basically will just say you can only download them if you are willing to, you know, send me feedback and make sure that the presets are actually working for you. Because here's the thing, I don't want to fully release them until I know that they do fully work for everybody else. Oh, shit. Whoops. Knocked my mic. Oh, Valistra. Okay, what have we got here? Hey, look, Valistra's saves seem to work. That's good to know. Oh my god, how far down was it? Ah, Vindaris. Here we go. Let's try V2. Oh yeah, I was going for a drow look at one point. Going through these is like going through my friggin' old pictures. But in this case, it's just old presets. Alright, so let's try... Oh shit, one of my old... A whole bunch of my old Cassie presets. Fucking finally. Oh, 24. Oh, that's a drow version. Lol. I don't know why, but I had a habit of making like drow versions of my characters at one point. Absolutely no fucking clue why though. Right, don't know. I will come up with... Oh, shit. Oh, I'm not going to have to deal with that shit again, am I? Sometimes I've had glitches where I actually have to zero out the body size and then load the sculpt. and then it'll work properly. It's fucking irritating, but sometimes you just have to deal with it. There you go. And then just go back to body size 1. Hey presto, the preset now bloody works because it just decided to. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll tell you what. There will be a couple of surprise ones that I will look for off stream. So, the first 3 are going to be Anna, Malice, and Evelyn. So, we're going to go for... Yeah. Fucking just using Ultima for the time being. So, Anna. This one. Who, yes, I could potentially convert to be like a Serana replacer if I swap her over to a Nord or something like that. I could. Always a possibility. Okay. Malice. Gonna be the V3 as always because the V3 is the best version. There is a little glitch with the ears. Luckily, it's fixed by simply loading and importing the mesh file. So, Anna, the goth character, Malice, this one, the originally a warlock character when I first designed her. But honestly, you guys do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. That's your thing. I am not going to allow re-uploads because I will be uploading to the Nexus at some point. I'm basically going to do like a full batch of both. All the ones that I've released on Patreon and some new ones, basically. Well, I'm going to say no uploading unless you have sufficiently modified them, like you've made them your own. And no, that doesn't not mean just changing the hair color and style. Right, so we've also got... Yep, so we've got Malice, and then if I load Breton again... Oh god, fucking sculpt. Glitching his stupid face out. And we have the Evelyn Cambion. Where are you? And this one. Those are the first 3. I will probably... I'm actually thinking I'm going to do basically version 2 as all of the previous presets and all of the new ones. So it's going to be all the ones that I've released before and these ones, and then potentially another 2 or 3 extras that I will decide on off stream. So yeah, if you guys are looking forward to this, feel free to subscribe and all that stuff. That really does help the stream and the channel out. As always, I do have a Patreon. Everything on there is for free, but if you do feel so swayed to, please feel free to subscribe on there if you want to. As I say, feel free to. Not going to force anybody. But yeah, the test batch will probably be the first 6, so the original 3 and this new 3. I will be uploading them onto my Discord probably within the next day or 2. And then I will make sure to get the Surprise 3 ready for upload as soon as I can. So yeah, folks, thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to follow if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. I know I'm about 10 minutes early, but I'm hot as balls, and I really need to go and have a shower. So yeah, I will see you fine folks tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to be finishing off the Thieves Guild and making sure that we are all ready for the DLC-sized quest mod. That is... Calv Nocturnal, I think it's called. Yeah. I believe it's that one. But yeah. I'll see you fine folks tomorrow. So good night. Stay safe. Have fun. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.